Lesson 5. Exporting your audio. AAC is the default format set in iTunes and the format Apple uses for audio files sold from the iTunes Store, so is the most obvious choice if you solely use Apple products. MP3 should be considered if you think that in the future you may wish to switch to an alternative portable music player or phone. WAV or AIFF. If you want a perfect lossless copy of your audio or to burn it to iTunes on a CD, WAV or AIFF is strongly recommended. It is recommended you export a standard CD quality, 44,100 Hz, or 16-bit stereo WAV or AIFF, to make sure iTunes understands the file. This means 1. Ensure project rate at the bottom left of Audacity project window is set to 44,100. 2. Select File, Export Audio, then select WAV, Microsoft signed 16-bit PCM, or AIFF, Apple signed 16-bit PCM, in the export window. If you want a stereo export but your project does not already contain a stereo track, click Tracks, Add New, and then Stereo Track. An advantage of exporting to AFF is that lyrics or album art can be added to the file in iTunes, which is not possible with WAV files. They are approximately the same quality as MP3 for a slightly smaller file size. The files are created with the .m4a extension. AAC is useful for iPod or storage in iTunes due to its small file size and reduced disk occupancy, particularly if you have an iPod with a small disk. MP3. If you want to distribute your files on the internet, for example a podcast, you should choose MP3 as the format in the export dialog, as this is a space-saving, although slightly lossy, format that anyone should be able to play. To export as MP3 from Audacity, you need to first download the LAME encoder and point Audacity to it. The minimum bitrate setting you should use for music is 160 kpbs through 256 kbps. Is probably to be preferred and in use on an iPad is unlikely to be distinguishable from WAV or AIFF. Audacity can export directly to AAC if you install the optional FFmpeg library. To export to AAC, choose M4A or AAC files in the export audio window, then type the file name. If you're exporting to AAC file from mobile devices, you can add the M4 or ringtone or 3GP extension after the file name and dot as required by device. This is all the formats you should need for exporting to your devices. If you want to read more, click on the links on the website. Thank you for completing the For You audio tutorial.